I'm using text-to-speech in this video because it's comfortable for me to do so. Sorry for stealing half-bred chaos and Toby Fox's swag. Ever since Chapter 4, I've been worried for Susie, and her character potentially regressing instead of progressing. I think Chapter 5 confirms this, and it's very, very interesting. Chapter 5 is a bit of a recap of Deltarune's themes for those who hadn't figured it out yet. It's all about nostalgia, escapism through fantasy, broken dreams, and the longing to break free from the roles you've been assigned. But in the regular route, there is a lot of emphasis on the prophecy going exactly according to plan. Most people I've seen play Chapter 5 think Susie and Noelle's scenes are cute, but I think they're scary. Yes, Jockington growing the beard is funny, haha lmao, but it plants the idea in your mind that the prophecy is progressing. Susie and Noelle are accidentally getting cozy in their prophecy roles. In one of the Floridan encounters, Susie says her idea of love is that someone needs to love you first. If you get the red ribbon chest, Susie says she's okay with ribbons now, if Noelle would find it cool. To me, this confirms that they are the girl and the love that finds its way to her, even if some people debated the identity of these roles before Chapter 5. It shows that no matter how you feel about the prophecy, one way or another, it will happen. If the glass breaks, it reappears somewhere else. Susie finally accepting ribbons is proof of that. I've seen people say Susie acts out of character because of how nonchalant she is despite her seeing the last prophecy, but I don't think that is true. I think her inability to be fully serious, and how wholesome her scenes with Noelle are, echo some of her sentiments from the previous chapter. She tells Jerson she'd want to make the story go on forever, and tells Chris she wants the next day to be just like the last. I know the writing is pretty subtle, but I think her attitude in Chapter 5 is intentional, and Toby Fox is writing her as being in denial. This is further supported by her treating Castletown as her real home, and her reaction to Ralsei's behavior throughout the chapter. On a few occasions she thinks of calling him out for being irrationally angry and sassy, but never commits to it, possibly because she just wants one last fun adventure with her friends, to not cause conflict and destroy her own escapist fantasy in the process. As for Noelle, I'm not sure it's a good thing for her to resign herself to her role just because Susie is there with her. The weird route isn't positive at all for her either, but Chapter 5 shows it gave her a form of confidence, and the desire to be truly free. The thoughts she reveals in the route have always been with her, we've just made them worse by forcibly giving her a power fantasy. I think her normal route relationship with Susie, in its current state, is just an illusion of freedom, an illusion of comfort, just like Susie's relationship with all of Castletown. Rudy falling down will either be a brutal snap back to reality for Noelle and Susie, or an invitation for Noelle to follow Susie in her unhealthy escapism and forget about the real world. Obviously, I don't want them to have an edgy slop-awful doomed ending, but I really hope all of this is intentional, and will be addressed in the later chapters. Their relationship doesn't have to end, they just need to find a healthier way to be together, and a better way to seek freedom in their real lives.